All the things that you never seen. Oh my. Come baby boy, won't you take my hand? I'll show everyone that you are my man. Oh my. Come baby boy, won't you walk with me? I'll tell you everything when you talk with me. Oh my. I've been by myself nearly every day, and the time has come and I wanna play. Oh my. Oh baby, baby, I wanna love you now. Oh baby, baby, I wanna love you right around. Oh baby boy, now you're one with me. I feel it in my soul, you're a part of me. Oh my. Love in my heart is alive in me, and it will never die, it'll thrive in me. Oh my. Oh baby, baby, I wanna love you now. Wanna love you, really wanna love you. Oh baby, baby, I wanna.
Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the February Love Song edition of the Mac Arts Cafe. We are so pleased that you can join us tonight for this very special celebration of community and self-expression. This is our very first Arts Cafe for 2022, so we're so happy that you've joined us. Please feel free to sit back, relax, kick up your feet. We're going to have a great show featuring some wonderful artists. Denise Leslie is our special guest, and we also have some younger artists on the show that we've never ever featured before. So we're going to have a great show. And first, I would love to acknowledge that the land on which we operate is the territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation and the traditional homeland of the Anishinaabe, Wendat, and Haudenosaunee nations. This territory is covered by the Upper Canada Treaties and is within the lands protected by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement. Today, this place is still home to many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples. We are grateful to have the opportunity to live and work on this land. And now I'm so pleased to tell you about a wonderful new opportunity for members of the Mississauga Arts Council. They have a very special offer from Insurance Land. Insurance Land is an award-winning leading provider of customized insurance protection for the residents of Ontario. This locally family-owned company is a friend of MAC and a proud supporter of the arts in Mississauga. Insurance Land is offering MAC members and their families a discounted home and auto insurance rate. Contact Slavica Bisilis to learn more or get a quote. And now we have a short video we're going to show you from Insurance Land.
Hi, my name is Slavica Bisilis. I am an insurance broker with Insurance Land. Today we have an exciting news. Members of Mississauga Arts Council save big on auto and home insurance with Insurance Land. Please give me a call and I will be more than happy to explain more, but save big. Give me a call, 905-238-0668, extension 2231. Don't waste any time. Call now.
Oh, thank you so much, Slavica. That's so awesome to hear about that new offer. And I'm also very, very pleased to announce that the nominations are open for the Marty Awards, the 2022 Marty Awards, and they're taking place on May the 19th at the Mississauga Convention Center. Oh, it feels so good to announce a live event after the pandemic. It's so wonderful. And MAC is currently looking for nominations. Professional artists who are residents of Mississauga, who have a significant connection to Mississauga, or who have made a major contribution to the arts within Mississauga are encouraged to submit a nomination with a letter of recommendation for their nominator, from their nominator, excuse me. And nominations are due on Monday, March the 21st by 5 p.m. And we are going to show you a brief video about this great opportunity. Fabulous. And we should mention that some of the past winners of the Marty Awards are wonderful artists, such as the late, great Oscar Peterson, Eleanor Calbez, Billy Talent. We have so many incredible artists from the city of Mississauga who have won the award. So please, if you know a deserving artist, please don't be afraid to reach out and nominate them. This is a beautiful celebration of community, and it only makes it even more fun when we get new people in here and everybody involved. And now, without further ado, we're going to welcome wonderful Matt Zaddy onto the virtual stage. And tonight, our theme is love songs. And we're so happy to kick things off with a little jazz standard that was originally written for the Broadway musical Brigadoon. This is Almost Like Being in Love.
What a day this has been. What a rare mood I'm in. Why, it's almost like being in love. There's a smile on my face for the whole human race. Why, it's almost like being in love. Now the music of life seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me. And by the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I could swear I was falling, swear I was falling. Well, it's almost like being in love.
Give it up for Matt Zaddy. Yes.
Well, the music of life seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me. And by the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I could swear I was falling, swear I was falling. Well, it's almost like being in love. Well, it's almost like being in love.
Thank you so much, Matt Zaddy. Thank you, everybody. And I hope you enjoyed that little love song to get us started. And Matt and I have been doing a lot of songwriting during the pandemic, and we wrote a new love song actually over the Christmas break. So we'd love to sing this song for you now. And we just were inspired by thinking back over all of the challenges that we've come through as artists and humans, like all of you, through the pandemic. So we just wrote a song about kind of like when you come through a challenge and you say, hey, we made it. So this one is called Here With You. And let us know what you think in the comments below. We'd love to hear. And we're also going to hear some original compositions tonight by some of the other artists that are performing. So here we go, Zaddy. All right.
You got me thinking about the rain. You got me thinking about the stormy weather and all the lonely nights we stayed together, my love. I'm here with you. You got me thinking about the sun. You got me thinking things are getting better. There will be brighter days we'll see together, my love. I'm here with you. Looking back on the days when we were young, we were free, life was ours, so explore. But then autumn came, now winter time, but our love forever knew persevere. You got me thinking about the rain. You got me thinking about the stormy weather and all the lonely nights we stayed together, my love. I'm here with you. You got me thinking about the sun. You got me thinking things are getting better. There will be brighter days we'll see together, my love. I'm here with you. So I said to my love, it's where we find ourselves. What happened to the world we thought we knew? And though hard it seems, we have our dreams. So I said to my love, let's persevere. You got me thinking about the rain. You got me thinking about the stormy weather and all the lonely nights we stayed together, my love. I'm here with you. You got me thinking about the sun. You got me thinking things are getting better. There will be brighter days we'll stay forever, my love. I'm here with you. Play it, Daddy. You got me thinking about the rain. You got me thinking about the stormy weather and all the lonely nights we stayed together, my love. I'm here with you. You got me thinking about the sun. You got me thinking things are getting better. Brighter days will stay forever, my love. I'm here with you. There will be brighter days we'll see together, my love. I'm here with you. There will be brighter days we'll see forever, my love. I'm here with you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed that. That was our first really public performance ever of that song. So we hope you enjoyed that. And I should take a moment to acknowledge this stunning painting below, which was painted by none other than my talented mother, Elizabeth Brissenden, who created this. She said that one day we had a gig, and my dad and her, were going to see us perform, and she was like in the right mood, and she just had a lot of energy, and she just painted and didn't think too much and created this. So it's so beautiful, and it goes tonight with our theme of love. And of course, love has been one of the great inspiration for artists throughout humanity. So what a great theme to be celebrating this week of Valentine's Day and all of that. And thank you so much, Matt Zaddy, for your beautiful performance. We hope everyone enjoyed that. And it's my pleasure to introduce now our very special guest tonight. We are so lucky to have the wonderful Denise Leslie, who will be performing for us. And I'm so happy to tell you a little bit about her. Denise Leslie is a jazz vocalist from Mississauga. She has a sound that seamlessly blends jazz with elements of pop and R&B. She devotes herself to jazz because of her love of improvisation. Denise released her debut recording, One Fine Morning, in January 2020. The album features well-crafted jazz renditions of cherished pop songs from 1970, and 3 tracks remain in rotation at Toronto's Jazz FM 91. George Harris from Jazz Weekly describes Denise Leslie's work as a sound that is fresh and personal, yet still keeps a sense of the jazz tradition. Canadian vocalist Denise Leslie straddles the world of balancing art and songbook with a sense of street pulse savvy, along with a finger-snapping accessibility. That sounds great. Denise has enjoyed 6 years as a lead vocalist with the Mississauga Big Band Jazz Ensemble and has performed for thousands on main stages, including the Jack Singer Concert Hall in Calgary, Alberta, Mississauga Celebration Square, the Living Arts Centre, and more. She lives in Clarkson, Mississauga, with her husband, John, and 3 children and her dog, Desi. Without further ado, let's bring Denise onto our virtual stage.
I'll take off my glasses.
Hi, Denise.
Hey, I was just taking off my glasses.
That's wonderful. You want to get comfortable, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Aww.
How are you?
I'm great, Denise. We're so happy to have you on the show tonight.
Good. Yeah. Oh, I'm thrilled to be here. Really delighted. Yeah.
Wonderful, Denise. Well, I would love to introduce you and get you to sing your songs for us now and take it away. I know you were busy singing yesterday at a big show in the Niagara region, so
Yes,
you're
it was
busy on the performing schedule.
Yeah. No, that was the first gig of the year, and it's been a long time since I performed live. So Joe and myself teamed up, drove out to Niagara, and it was a very special night, I have to say. It was very nice.
Oh, that's wonderful. And thanks again. Sorry, I forgot to introduce. This is Joe, who is Denise's son on guitar.
Hi.
Yay. Well, whenever you guys are ready, take it away. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Sure thing. Yeah. Well, hi, everybody. Really pleased to be here. I am going to run through a couple of tunes. First one we'll do is Reminiscing, I think. Yeah, we'll do Reminiscing first. And the second one I'll do is an original, hot off the press. It's pretty recently written, so still working out some lyrics. But yeah, so we'll start with Reminiscing. Reminiscing is track number 4 on my album One Fine Morning, which I released in early 2020. And it might be my favorite song on the album, actually. It's a beautiful ballad written in 1978 by Graham Goebel of Little River Band. And it's just got this lovely feel to it, combining romance and nostalgia. And there's also a video that I created for it as well. So I hope you enjoy Reminiscing. Here we go. I was walking you home. We got down to the gate, and I was dreaming of the night. Yeah, would it turn out right? How to tell you now that I wanna build my world around you and tell you that it's true. I wanna make you understand. I'm talking about a lifetime plan. Well, that's the way it began. We were hand in hand. Glenn Miller's band was better than before. We yelled and screamed for more, and those porter tunes night and day, they made us dance across the room. Yeah, it ended all too soon. On the way back home, I promised you'd never be alone. Hurry, don't be late. I can hardly wait. I said to myself, when we're old, we'll go dancing in the dark, walking through the park and reminiscing. Friday night, it was late. I was walking you home. We got down to the gate, and I was dreaming of the night. Would it turn out right? Well, as the years roll on, each time we hear a favorite song, oh, the memories, they come along. Oh, the times we're missing, spending the hours reminiscing. Hurry, don't be late. I can hardly wait. I said to myself, when we're old, we'll go dancing in the dark, walking through the park and reminiscing, 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 reminiscing. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Hope you enjoyed that. I sure did. And like I said, there's a neat little video that we created for it too. And we managed to get a little bit of participation from friends and family and got them to submit pictures for it and gave it a really wonderful, organic, old-timey feel. It was really a nice experience. So, and now this is a tune I wrote just a little while ago. And right now it's called A Piece of You Is Part of Me, but it's gone through a few trends. We always struggle with what to call your song sometimes. Initially it was called Old Love, which doesn't sound too appealing. And then it became Roller Coasters, Motorcycle Rides. That was a bit of a mouthful. So now we settled on A Piece of You Is Part of Me. And you'll sort of see why as the song progresses. It's short, but very heartfelt. It's a little story about my first boyfriend who was a bit of a terror, but very, very lovable, very likable. And I always wondered what happened to him. It was way back in the day before cell phones and before you were able to Google people. So I don't know what's ever happened to him. So here it is. A Piece of You Is Part of Me. Yeah, hang on. Get our time straight here.
Yeah. You get to.
2, 3, and 4. Here we go. I smile when thinking of that summer. Oh, how time flies when you opened up a grown-up world to my surprise. So young, a timid teenage me would never ask you why. Yes, why did our love have to end so quickly? How I cried. I saw in you the essence of true fondness. You touched me. I swooned. Your sun-bronzed face and purple V-neck from Cancun. We danced down in the sand. It was so grand. The northern lights lit up the summer skies and your blue eyes. My heart took flight. We had a party. At its end, you crashed it then, but why? We sat together in my kitchen, eating homemade pie. And then I searched online for any news about you, not a word. I fear the worst, as one friend said, you'd struggled last he'd heard. And now, all's long forgiven, life moves on. Some memories fade, but not of roller coasters, motorcycle rides, sunny days. I know that we took different paths, but yours was fraught with strife. But still, a piece of you is part of me. I'll cherish all of my life. Yeah, here we go.
Yay! Beautiful song, Denise.
Oh, thanks, Heather. I appreciate it. Yeah,
that's
we
so-
sang that last night at the show. It was fun.
Oh, that's amazing, Denise. It's so good to hear you sing an original song too. It's so beautiful and thoughtful lyrics about this long lost love.
Yeah. He was a teacher's terror, this guy.
Oh, no way.
We're going way back though, Heather. Like long time, but very memorable person. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot of people that have people in their lives from their way past that you always wonder about. And they stick with you.
Beautiful. Perhaps that song will be featured on your next album.
Well, I'm hoping so.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
maybe
that
we'll
actually
get it right.
brings me to my first question. We're so happy to feature you tonight on the Arts Cafe because you are such an inspiring artist. You have so much passion for your craft and for performing and singing. And that's the first thing I noticed about you when I met you years ago when you came in the Mississauga Arts Council office. I remember sitting there and you were just beaming with life and energy and enthusiasm.
I remember you too.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's going back a few years.
Yes, Denise. And I was there on your big night when you launched your debut album in 2020 at the start of the year before the pandemic happened at the Jazz Bistro. And it was such a great night. You were so in your element and it was a fabulous show. I'm so happy that my husband and I were able to see you on the stage.
Yeah, that was a really, really nice night. January 19th, 2020. And it was a really cold night too. So yeah.
Wow.
Nice
I'm so
night.
happy you had that opportunity before the pandemic happened and everything
Yeah,
shut
we managed
down.
to squeeze it in there, right?
Wow, Denise. So I would love to ask you, what do you love the most about singing and performing?
Yeah, well, I've thought about this a little bit. And the singing, I've sung for a very long time, choirs in my youth. And as I got older, the choirs are terrific. But it's a very simple base thing with me. It's my way of bringing joy and beauty into my life. And it quite simply just pleases my senses. It touches my soul, it touches my spirit. And I don't want to get too sort of airy fairy about it, but that's it. That's what it does. It just brings me great joy. And I want to also say that beauty is something that we're really deprived of lately. So if music does it for you, whether it's the listening experience, taking in a beautiful Sarah Vaughan record or a Snarky Puppy, it's one of Joe's favorite bands, do it. Just immerse yourself. We need it today.
Absolutely.
But
It's so
that's one of
fun.
the things, and beauty is it for me. I love perfecting it. I love honing my skill as a singer, and I think everybody likes to have that special thing that they're good at. So I think this is what I'm good at.
Fabulous, Denise. And you definitely have that spark, and you can feel that as a listener when you watch you perform. And I was just thinking about that myself as well. Like, even Arts Cafe, it just celebrates, self-expression. It's not about being the best. It's not about being
Yeah.
perfect. It's something so much bigger than that and so much more important. And that is healthy, just self-expression. And, all human beings are creative by nature, right? So it's such a beautiful celebration of that. And I think more people should embrace their creative side, and good for you for, expressing yourself and just letting all that beauty out.
Yeah. Whether it's, picking up a paintbrush, or if that does it for you, or baking a beautiful souffle or a cake, or knitting a beautiful sweater. There's all kinds of ways of manifesting that innate sense of creativity. And as I say, I think this is the time when people have to explore that more and more in themselves.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
Denise, what inspired you to just go for it? You released your new album 2 years ago. You had a really big, successful Indiegogo, a fundraising campaign that was so
Yeah.
great to see you produce. So what was the catalyst to make this big movement happen in your life?
Yeah. I've thought about this a little bit too. I had that it was a very gradual thing. I'm going to say that. I had been struggling for a while with, is this going to be a hobby, or is it going to remain as a hobby, or is it going to be something more? And the more gigging I did, the more I realized I wanted it to be much more than a hobby. I have my background in interior design too. So I was always struggling. Should I pursue that more, or should I? So remember what I was saying before about what you're good at? I'm a little bit better at singing than I am designing.
Love it.
Yeah. So that's kind of how it was, a gradual thing. And what made me really go for it? Well, I've been wanting to go for it for a while, but I let life get in the way. I'm in my 50s, and all that time I had been trying to see if I could get an album done, because I knew if I wanted to take my career to the next level, I needed to record. And that's what people are constantly telling you. And also, not just that, I needed the challenge. I was ready, more than ready for the challenge. And anyways, that's why I went for it. And I'm glad I did, because I was really good at executing and getting the job done once I got into it. And that was the most delightful surprise, I think.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely have that creative director power that I could definitely see just from witnessing you and how beautifully you launched your album, because it's a really scary thing. Like when you put together a whole album and you're putting yourself out there and you know, you're releasing something that's original to the world, it is a vulnerable experience for your first time. And you were very bold and courageous as you were moving through that threshold. And I witnessed it. So Denise, did you find that by doing the album, did it help take your career to that next level that you were hoping it would?
It's in the beginning phases of doing that. So what it did though, Heather, was it, I ended up having a much more ambitious and, well, I really love my album and it's getting lots of praises. And I ended up with a much more full project, or how can I describe that? It's a great piece of work. I can say that for me personally. And I feel much more confident having gone through that process, because you're working hard. You know, I worked with Mika Barnes. I got my voice back in shape during that whole process. And once you get in front of the mic, it's a much different experience in the sound booth versus being in front of a mic at a club, for instance. It's a different element. So I really felt like I had personally moved myself up and was ready and raring to go after that. So yeah, and then you make more connections, you gain more confidence. Previous to this, you're still asking how, what, where, what do I do? So you just have to put yourself into that uncomfortable place and just do it.
And you know, even now as an artist,
always telling me too.
And even now as an artist, you have your repertoire already. You have a beautiful showpiece for what it is that you do with your craft. So I think it's a really, really good thing for any vocalist or musician to do. Personally, I feel the same way. I'm so happy in my lifetime I did an album. It's something I'm so proud of. It means so much to me, and I will do it again. So I'm so happy to hear the experience was good for you. And I'd love to ask, what was the biggest learning opportunity? What was the biggest thing that you learned from the journey of putting the album together?
Right. Probably a couple of things. To trust myself. You know, I have a nice solid background. I'm well educated, and I went through 4 years interior design school. You learn how to execute and design and pull through with the goods, like to execute a project. So, and how to put things together and get her done. So I learned to really trust my abilities in that respect. And front end loading is a big part of it. Do your homework first, rehearse your band, get everything ready. For our situation, what we did, we woodshedded like crazy. And we actually put together little demos, little charts and demos for our musicians. And they were able to bone up on all the music and use that to prepare themselves. So it was really nice in that respect.
Well, thank you so much, Denise. It's been such a pleasure having you on the show tonight. And I always get inspired talking to you and working with you and hearing you perform. And I love how you just have a spirit that encourages people to go for it, go for those dreams. It's at any point in life you can pick up and get back to your craft. It's never something that goes away if you feel it inherently in your heart,
Absolutely.
So I feel like your artistry and your story has so much to do with that inspirational message. And we'll definitely keep our eyes for you and your upcoming gigs and shows. And hopefully we can be seeing you perform very soon.
Yes, absolutely. And again, it's never too late.
I love it.
You've got a piece of work that you have faith in and that you put lots of work into. Damn it. You market it and promote it. And, once I had that in my hands, I was ready to go. That's all I needed to make things start to happen.
Fabulous, Denise. We'll keep our eyes out for you. Thank you so much for stopping by the Arts Cafe. It was a pleasure to have you on as a host.
Oh, great to see you. Great to see Matt.
Oh, thank you so much, Denise, and hope we can see you soon.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe. Joe Leslie as well on guitar. Thank you so much.
See you later.
See you later. Excellent. So much great life advice from Denise Leslie right there. She's a fascinating woman, sorry. And I love to talk to her. I love working with her. I love her energy and, just a great, great inspiring person. And it's so important that we surround ourselves with encouraging, uplifting people that support our craft, support us expressing ourselves. That really, really has a big influence on us as creatives. So definitely Denise is good people to have around you, as well as our next performer. I'm so pleased to introduce, for the very first time on the Arts Cafe, we have Teresa Prado, who goes as Prado. Prado is a Cuban-Italian Canadian singer-songwriter, admiring bluesy tunes and the complexity of Cuban music. Prado's music is definitely a sound that brings cultures together. Let's bring Prado out onto the virtual stage. Hello.
Hi, Heather. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, Teresa?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me. It's like flipped. I don't know.
Oh, it's a pleasure. And okay, you go as Prado now as
I
your
go as
artist
Prado.
name. Prado. Yeah. Okay, beautiful. How have you been doing? I know I first met you. You sang so beautifully as a artist with the Canada's Got Talent open mic competition.
Thank you.
How have things been going with you?
Things have been going good. I'm currently working on my first EP, which is super exciting for me. It's a different sound. It's something super different than what I'm used to. So it's cool. I'm so excited for you guys to hear, hopefully soon. And yeah.
Fabulous. Well, what will you be singing for us tonight?
So I know it's the love segment, love episode. So the first song I'm going to be singing is one that's super known. It's Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis.
Beautiful. Well, have a great one, Prado, and
Thank
take
you
it
so
away
much.
whenever you're ready.
Awesome. Hold on, it's frozen. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? But I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, but I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, I can't help falling in love Thank you guys. I'm reading all the trying to read all the comments as I'm going. Thank you guys so much for all the comments, for the support. I hope you guys are singing along with me at home for that one. Now, to switch things up, I'm going to sing about a fiery love, a dangerous love. I know we all have or have had one of those. Something that's wrong but feels so right at the same time. So this is a song I wrote. This was one of the first songs I ever released as Prado. It's called Fuego, and I hope you guys enjoy. I wanna know how you got me wrapped on your finger, trapped. I know better. I wanna know why I'm in a daze, got me in a craze. Oh baby, I wanna know how I got in this position. I can't let you go. Coqueteando con el diablo. All of my friends said that you gotta go. They don't know quiero, you're all that I know. It's addictive, I swear that I've lost any hope. Got me burning while I climb up on you. No matter where, baby, I'll always come for you. Ain't got no lighter, but I'm gonna burn you. Baby, let's just keep it going. Might not be love, but I love this desire. The way you touch me like I'm your lighter. But you keep taking me higher and higher. Like a match that I on fire. Bring the fire. Oh, yeah. Bring the fire. Bring the fire. I wanna feel you put your hands on me, touching my body, roller coaster, here we go. And I damn well know how we both got it, jugando con fuego. Imaginándome tú vienes enredándose en todo mi cuerpo. You got me caught up with the devil. All in my mind, baby, down on my toes. It's the way every storybook goes. One taste of you and I'm out of control. You got me burning while I climb up on you. No matter where, baby, I'll always come. Ain't got no lighter, but I'm gonna burn you. Baby, let's just keep it going. Might not be love, but I love this desire. The way you touch me like I'm your lighter. But you keep taking me higher and higher. Like a match that I on fire. Bring the fire. Oh, bring the fire. Bring the fire. Oh, got me burning while I climb up on you. No matter where, baby, I'll always come through. Ain't got no lighter, but I'm gonna burn you. Baby, let's just keep it going. It might not be love, but I love this desire. The way you touch me like I'm your lighter. But you keep taking me higher and higher. Like a match that I on fire. Bring the fire. Ooh, bring the fire. Bring the fire. Oh, oh, oh. Thank you guys so much. I saw all the comments. Thank you guys so much. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed that. Thank you.
I loved it, Teresa. Prado.
you.
I was doing like my little Prado choreography to the fire.
Thank you.
So good. And I can't wait to see you back up on the big stage. I've been blessed to
Thank
see
you.
you perform actually at a few different theaters. Because one time I saw you open for like an Italian play.
Oh,
up in
yeah,
Vaughan,
that was Modern
and
Italian
you-
Family.
And you were so good. You were such
Thank
a
you so much.
powerhouse on stage. You have natural stage presence. So
Thank you.
blessed with that. So thank you so much for joining us virtually tonight.
Thank
and
you for inviting me. Thank you guys so much.
Oh, my pleasure. And wishing you all the best, continued success, Prado. And I
Thank
can't
you as well. You as well.
Can't wait to hear what you're doing next. We'll see
Bye,
you
guys.
soon. Say hi to Mom. Yes, that was so much fun and a beautiful song that she wrote herself. What a great artist. I just love that vibe. And especially during these times, we need that like uplifting music and good grooves and all that. And I'm so pleased to introduce our next artist who is back on the Arts Cafe. I believe this is her second time. And we have wonderful Adina V. Adina V is an indie folk rock artist and award-winning songwriter who writes from the heart, dissecting and showcasing intimate feelings with the goal of tugging on her listeners' heartstrings. Currently in her 4th year at Humber College's Bachelor of Music program, she is well versed in and draws inspiration from a plethora of genres, including jazz, music theater, pop, and even punk. With a sound inspired by the likes of the Phoebe Bridges and Taylor Swift, Adina's music ranges from catchy indie rock bangers to introspective acoustic ballads. In all her writing, you can hear a straight-up conversational lyrical style as her voice floats over artfully curated chord progressions singing about love, longing, and being a young adult in today's day and age. She has an EP as well as 3 singles released on all streaming platforms. Alongside her music career, Adina also writes poetry and enjoys photography. Let's bring Adina onto our virtual stage.
Thank you so much, Heather, for that introduction. It's really, really nice to be back.
Oh, lovely to have you, Adina. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. You know, I had a really low-key Valentine's Day, but it's so sweet to be hearing all these songs about love. And I mean, it's like the most prolific written about topic in songs. So what a wonderful time to share those things.
Absolutely. Are you inspired by love in your own songwriting or not so much?
All the time, constantly. It doesn't stop. All types of love too, not just the romantic kind.
Oh, fabulous. Well, I'm curious to know, are you going to be singing a romantic song for us today or not quite?
I think both of these are quite romantic, the 2 that I've prepared for today. The first one is more about the very beginning. Actually, they're both kind of about the very beginning of what could be a romantic relationship. But one is the discovery of, oh, wow, we're both on the same page of like, we've never felt this way about anyone before, versus my second one is more like, oh, I didn't realize how good things could be. So both pretty positive takes. I figured none of that love sucks, I'm heartbroken. That's not the time. Only the sweet ones tonight.
Awesome. Well, it looks like we have 2 great new songs to listen to. So take it away, Adina. We can't wait to hear you.
Yeah, thank you. This very first one is called Waiting. Drawn like a moth to a flame, like a pen to a page, you pretend like you're perfectly okay, but in the garden, watch you walk away, follow you to the gate, ask you why hasn't anybody else loved you this way? And that's new to you. You spent the last year believing that dreams don't come true. And if we decide to put our fears in the background, there's no need to hide. You know I've been waiting for someone like you in my life. I'm caught like a fool in the rain. I decide it's in vain. Can't deny what's inside of me. It's screaming at your name. I'm weighing the risk and reward for a kiss. I'm unsure. You insist. You want to hear me talk about the things I adore. And that's new
me. To think that someone could care enough to know every part of me. And if we collide, let's just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. You know I've been waiting for someone like you on my side. That's new to you. It's new to me that someone could love you with no space between. And when we collide, let's just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. You know I've been waiting, and I know you've been waiting too. Thank you, everybody. That was a song called Waiting. I'm just gonna quickly, ooh, nice little pop there. Just change things up a little bit for my next song here. This one's called Beautiful Things. Both of these are super top secret, unreleased anything, super new. So I'm really happy to be premiering them here. Kind of like what open mics the tradition even arose was like, hey, let me play you the newest thing I wrote and see if it lands. So yeah, this is Beautiful Things. I'm wearing your old shirt and drinking too early. Something inside me refuses to trust all the ways you feel for me. I'm smoking in silence, thinking in tropes. You know I'm a hopeless romantic, so please don't give me a false hope. You're doing my dishes and playing guitar. The voice in my head, she's screaming, you don't know how lucky you are. We fall in slow motion, invisible strings, pulling our mouths on this highway to heaven and beautiful things. But what is this life? Searching for a new source of light that comes from you. Could this be right? I don't know if I could deny the things you do. Kill 'em with kindness, by them I mean me. I can't believe you can hold me so tightly yet make me feel free. A walk in the garden, I'm holding your hand. The sun's in our eyes and I'm thankful to have such a soft place to land. But what is this life? Searching for a new source of light that comes from you. Could this be right? I don't think that I could deny the things we do.
Gorgeous,
you.
Adina. Thank you so much for singing those gems for us.
Of course, of course. Thank you everyone for listening.
Beautiful songs. I'd love to know, Adina, when do you get inspired to write? Like, when does that happen for you that you're like, I'm going to sit down and write this song?
I'll be honest, it kind of takes a hold of me. It's a lot of people talk about discipline, and I think that's wonderful and amazing. And I think for me, that part comes in when it comes to actually like fine tuning songs. But when it comes to the initial creation, something just pulls me and I can't not write it. Like I just sit sometimes, like I just don't eat for 2 hours. I mean, not that that's not normal. Like I just I don't like go to the bathroom or anything. I just sit with my guitar and just let the song flow out of me, and then we can refine later.
Oh, fabulous. It definitely seems as much that these are like beautifully, inspired pieces from your soul. And Adina, I would like to take a moment to make sure everybody knows that you were the winner of the summer songwriting competition that was presented by the Mississauga Arts Council, and you won the winning song and you received a recording session at Metalworks. So how did that session go for you? Were you able to redeem your session?
Well, actually, the session is a week today, or a week and 1 day today. So the band and I will be going in to record all the finishing touches on the winning song, Admit It. And we're all really excited. It's going to be a really fun time. So yeah, that's coming up around the corner.
Amazing, Adina. Make sure you please keep us in the loop. We want to hear about that experience for you. And we're so happy to see you continue to grow and flourish and express yourself. We wish you continued success, and please come back to the Arts Cafe soon.
Yes, thank you so much for having me and for the opportunity. I will definitely keep you in the loop, especially with that song. You'll get the first listen. Mac will get the first listen before the release.
Thank you so much, Adina, and you have a great night.
Thanks. Enjoy the rest of the concert, everybody. I'll be sticking around over on Facebook.
Thank you so much. Bye. Oh, I'm so happy to see Adina doing well, and she's such a talented up-and-coming artist, like so many of our artists tonight. And what's special about the show today, it's very multi-generational. We have lots of artists from different, decades, and all performing in one beautiful show. And I love that because there's so much that we can learn from everybody, including our next act. We have Andres Perde, who is our first male guitarist who will be performing tonight. Well, actually, Matt Zaddy did perform, but he wasn't solo. So we're going to welcome Andres now to our virtual stage. Actually, I'm supposed to read and tell you a little bit about him. So I'm going to take a moment to do that. Andres is a Venezuelan-born multi-instrumentalist and music producer. He started exploring music from a young age, participating in many music and entertainment projects. Andres has a broad range of music style influences, such as classical, rock, flamenco, Latin, and funk, to name a few. He also likes collaborating and producing with starting and established musicians of different genres and helping grow the local music community. Well, let's bring Andres onto our stage.
Hey there.
Hello, Andres. Look,
How are you
finally
doing?
here.
Yes, made it.
Oh, I'm very well. Me siento muy feliz. I'm very, very happy
Yeah,
to
me
have
too.
on the show. You are such a talented man, and I'm so
Awesome.
happy to tell people that you also play a little bit with the Mississauga Symphony.
Yeah, that was a great experience. I was invited to play for the third time for their Christmas concert.
Wow, coming up this year?
That happened last December, so this December that just passed,
Perfect.
and a few Decembers ago as well.
Amazing. And for people that don't know Andres, I'd also love to tell them that Andres plays frequently around the city with a number of different bands, including Latin Train from time to time, and Huarpo, if I'm saying that properly. Huarpo. Anyway, take it away, Andres. Thank you so much for
Awesome.
performing
Thanks
for
for
us.
having me. Hello, everybody. Hope you're enjoying the concert. My name is Andres. Just gonna play a couple originals for you. wasn't like that. But here we go. You've created a fake illusion in your head. You never listen to anything that I said. Blinded by the emotions you feel in bed. You separated yourself from reality. Open your eyes and realize this whole scene is a mistake. It's a mistake. It's time, wake up and face all the fears you hid away. Addicted to a stranger. You were in a dream till you fell out of bed. Wake up next to reality, breathing on your neck. It hit you harder than a freight train. All your fantasies disappearing in the air. Open your eyes and realize this whole scene is a mistake. It's a mistake. It's time, wake up and face all the fears you hid away. Addicted to a stranger. That was called Addicted to a Stranger. Came out a couple years ago. It's out there on Spotify, YouTube, everywhere. Also want to thank Heather for inviting me and Sherry for putting this together. This one is called Quiero amarte una vez más. I want to love you one more time. Hoy estamos en dos camas separadas, solo recordando tu mirada, extrañando tu calor. Hoy quiero escribirte esta canción y revivir tu corazón, llenarlo de esperanzas. Ya no aguanto más la soledad, estoy seguro de verdad, quiero amarte una vez más. Hoy voy recorriendo mis recuerdos, extrañando los momentos llenos de felicidad. No quiero estar lejos de ti, recuperar el tiempo que perdí. Quiero amarte una vez más. Ven mi vida, te quiero ver, sentir tu piel contra mi piel. Ven mi vida, te quiero amar, mis cariños te quiero dar. Ven mi vida, te quiero ver, sentir tu piel contra mi piel. Ven mi vida, te quiero amar, mis cariños te quiero dar. Thank you.
Yay. That was awesome, Andres. Did you have
Thank
fun?
you. Yeah, I'm a bit shaky right now. I don't know why.
I know it's so weird doing digital shows, right? Like
Yeah.
usually we're used to just being all together, like in a space or a theater, and we feed off the energy that's real when we're in
Exactly.
person. But virtual is like different because we can't give a
Always
hug
different.
or a high five. It's like,
Correct.
but
it's
nonetheless, we still enjoy your music the
great.
same way.
Yeah. Thanks for having me here.
Oh, my pleasure. And if people want to stay in the loop with you, Andres, do you have an Instagram page that people can check you out?
Yes, Andres Pedret. Yes, there it is. Andres
Beautiful.
Pedret. Everywhere, all across YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, Amazon Music. I think I'm there too. All the majors.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for performing for us tonight, Andres. We're definitely going to keep our eyes on what you're up to next. And thank you
Yes.
so much for sharing your creativity with us tonight.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
We'll see you soon, Andres.
Thank you.
Bye. That was fun. Some nice, Spanish flavor for us tonight. We had Teresa on as well, singing some songs and one Spanish song for us tonight. So fun little vibe for us tonight on our lovely love edition of the Mac Arts Cafe. And I'm so pleased to welcome another emerging vocalist who performed on the Arts Cafe originally when we launched this show over a year and a half ago. We have Avery DeCuna. Avery is a 16-year-old singer from Mississauga who loves musical theater and all things performing. She has been taking piano and voice lessons since she was 6. She will be singing Easy on Me by Adele and See You Later by Jenna Ray. Let's bring Avery onto our virtual stage.
Hi.
Hello, Avery. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. I'm so happy you're back on the show.
I am too. This is always so much fun.
Yeah, you did a wonderful job when you performed for us. I think it was our very first episode we ever had. You were on the show, and I feel like you've grown up more since I've seen you. I can't believe it.
It feels like it's been a long time, yeah.
Wow. And so you're still singing musical theater songs?
Yeah, still trying to pursue it. Theater's my biggest passion, so I'll always love it.
Fabulous. Avery, tell us, what are you going to be performing tonight?
So the first song is going to be See You Later by Jenna Ray. It's a song about holding on to love and kind of wanting to reconnect. And I think it has a very beautiful sentiment to it.
Beautiful. Well, whenever you're ready, take it away, Avery.
All right, perfect. It's funny 'cause I've always dreamed of me and you. Now here we are, staring at the stars. You just broke my heart, even though you promised you never do that from the start. But I guess we can only make it so far, 'cause time wasn't in our favor. This isn't goodbye, this is simply see you later. Let me know when it's time to come back. Maybe when your life is on track and you don't have to hesitate. Hopefully it isn't too late. Luckily for you, I'm patient. I'm okay with you making me wait. And as long as you're near, I'll be here. Even if it takes 10 years. Can't fall in love when I found the one. How am I supposed to move on when you're never really too far gone? The memories won't go away. I feel pain every time I hear your name, but I always think of you the same. 'Cause time wasn't in our favor. This isn't goodbye, this is simply a see you later. Let me know when it's time to come back. Maybe when your life is on track and you don't have to hesitate. Hopefully it isn't too late. Luckily for you, I'm patient. I'm okay with you making me wait. And as long as you're near, I'll be here. Even if it takes 10 years. Let me know when it's time to come back. Maybe when your life is on track and you don't have to hesitate. Hopefully it isn't too late. Luckily for you, I'm patient. I'm okay with you making me wait. And as long as you're near, I'll be here. Even if it takes 10 years. Even if it takes 10 years. Hey, even if it takes 10 years. All right, thanks everyone. And I'm gonna do one more song. It's a very well-known song, you probably know it. It's Easy on Me. And I chose this one because I feel like love comes in all different forms. And this one is a little bit more about self-love and realizing your worth. And I think that's very beautiful. Plus, who doesn't love Adele? So. There ain't no gold in this river that I've been washing my hands in forever. I know there is no in these waters, but I can't bring myself to swim when I am drowning in this silence. Baby, let me in. Go easy on me, baby. I was still a child, didn't get the chance to feel the world around me. I had no time to choose what I chose to do. So go easy on me. There ain't no room for things to change when we are both so deeply stuck in our ways. You can't deny how hard I've tried. I've changed who would you bow first? But now I give up. Go easy on me, baby. I was still a child, didn't get the chance to feel the world around me. I had no time to choose what I chose to do. So go easy on me. I had good intentions and the highest hope, but I know now it probably doesn't even show. Go easy on me, baby. I was still a child, didn't get the chance to feel the world around me. I have no time to choose what I chose to do. So go easy on me. Thanks so much, everyone.
Great job, Avery. That was awesome.
Thank you.
So beautiful. And it's so tough to sing a big, big song like that by a big, big singer. And you did an amazing job. You should be so proud of yourself, Avery. And I can tell you are working on your voice and keeping in shape, because it's not easy to do all those riffs and those runs
Yeah.
that you do so beautifully, Avery. Tell us, what's the number one thing that you love about singing?
I feel like it's so cheesy to say, but it just is a form of expression, right? Like nothing else makes me feel as confident and like secure than singing.
Oh, that's wonderful. And Avery, do you hope to continue studying this at the post-secondary level and after?
Oh, definitely. We're going all the way to Broadway.
That's right, girl. You do it. That's amazing, Avery. Well, I hope that you come back very, very soon. And for our audience watching from home, if they'd like to follow you and stay in the loop with your career, would you mind telling us your social media handles?
Yeah, of course. So my Instagram is at Avery DeCunha Official. You can see my name right there. And my YouTube is the same thing, Avery DeCunha.
Yes. Beautiful job, Avery. You should be very proud of yourself. And I hope that you come back soon and perform for
I
us
love
again.
performing here.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Avery.
Thanks for having me. I'll see everyone else on Facebook or YouTube.
See you soon. Oh, that was beautiful. And I hope all of you were singing along from home with that beautiful rendition of Adele's classic there, Easy on Me. That was so great. And I'm so pleased to welcome another Gen Z artist. We have Blue Valentine, who will be performing for us tonight. And I originally found out about Blue Valentine, as well as another artist we have tonight, Geneva Lee, through the Visual Arts Mississauga's, their Young Resident program. Blue Valentine was performing at one of their visual art events, and I was so taken by these wonderful upcoming performers. So I was so happy to go after them and invite them to perform here on Arts Cafe. And it's my pleasure to tell you a little bit about Blue Valentine. Blue Valentine is a 21-year-old singer-songwriter and recording artist from Mississauga. With only 2 songs on streaming platforms, they have already demonstrated a timeless pop style as they infuse elements of R&B, alternative rock, and jazz into their music. Blue Valentine originally began writing music as a way to make sense of their confusing emotions and has since become a published, evocative songwriter. With more music to come in 2022, including their debut EP later in the year, this is only just the beginning for Blue Valentine. Awesome. So let's welcome Blue onto our virtual stage.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Hi, we're so happy to see you. And I feel like this show is so great for you because it's our Valentine's Day theme.
I know, I'm really leaning into it.
Your name, Blue Valentine. I mean, come on. That's perfect. How have you been doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Good, good. And I've been so happy to see your socials and see you performing. And I saw you do something in person, it looked like recently. I'm not sure what event that was in Toronto you were doing, but I'm so happy to see you doing your thing.
Thank you. Yeah, I got to play the Elma combo in December, which was incredible. I got to open up for 12 a.m. in Elijah Woods. It was a crazy experience. Yeah, it was great.
Oh, that's so great. Did you have fun performing in a live capacity again?
Definitely, yeah. And like such an iconic stage like that. My parents got to come out. It was just like, what a night, honestly.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, we're so happy to have you here tonight. And please, would you mind telling us what you're going to be performing?
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna be singing 2 songs tonight, 2 originals. Yeah, I guess I can get right into it. The first song that I'm gonna be singing was the first song ever released. It's called Deja Vu, and I actually dropped it 2 years ago on like this past Valentine's Day. So a little bit of an anniversary tonight, a celebration.
Beautiful. Well, I can't wait to hear you. Have fun.
Thank you. So yeah, the first song I'm gonna sing is it's called Deja Vu. It's about that moment like where you kind of like see someone for the first time and it's like almost like an instant infatuation. You kind of just like can't get them out of your head, much like how Deja Vu I think makes you feel. Just like it feels so familiar. So yeah, I'm gonna sing that one first. Make sure I'm all good here. Right, hope you enjoy. I don't feel so alone when I got you on my mind. I don't know what it is, something about you I just can't deny. Maybe the way you hold me makes my mind run wild. No one can cancel me. Wish I could understand why I got that deja vu. Deja vu. You're in my thoughts. I can't make it stop when I look at you. I got that deja vu. Deja vu, no, deja vu. When you walk towards me, the smile runs across your face. It's like I've seen this all before. Something I can't erase. The way we start talking, it's like I know what you're gonna say. I've heard it all before. Some things never change. I got that deja vu. Deja vu. You're in my thoughts. I can't make it stop when I look at you. I got that deja vu. Deja vu, no, deja vu. Pause for dramatic effects. Maybe it's not time yet. I wanna feel your glance as I walk right past. Baby, give me a chance. I got that deja vu. Deja vu, no, deja vu. that was Deja Vu. It's so weird doing live stream things still. I think I'm still getting in the swing of them. Thank you, Heather. Yeah, so I dropped that song like 2 years ago, which is like, I think my life has like completely changed since then. So it's kind of weird to kind of celebrate that. Yeah, and like Heather said, I'm working on an EP right now. And I think it's like really cataloging my growth as an artist and things like that. But this next song is about kind of like that feeling of like just denying your like true feelings for somebody, and just like me anyways, I really just get in my head about stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, like they would never like me or all these things, like the little spiral that we all go through, I feel like. But yeah, it's called Denial, and yeah, I hope you like it.
Try my best not to get annoying. Try my best not to find them boring. But would I have to try so hard if they were you? Not calling it a distraction. I just sort of think that it happened. But maybe I could learn how to love them too. I don't know what to do. Didn't think I'd fall for you. Pretending others make me feel the way you do, just to save myself another heartbreak or two. For the first time in a long time, I've thought this through. Got to think of it, this is the most I've thought love through. I don't know what to do. Didn't think I'd fall for you. Complicated. Why is it so complicated? Why am I faking it when I can only think about you? Complicated, but I'm tired of waiting until these feelings just pass through.
So that was Denial. And yeah.
Beautiful job, Blue. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I was getting so cozy with my tea, and I was like, relax, the pressure's
I'm in the
off.
corner of my room right now, just like cozy.
Oh, yeah. And I was like, oh, there you go. You took it away, and I'm enjoying it, getting into the groove. Thank you so much for sharing your songs with us and your artistry. Definitely. I'm so proud of you and so happy to see the great things that you're doing. And please keep the Arts Council in the loop with what you're doing. And, nominations are open for the Arts Awards as well. Just saying, for a lot of the fresh faces coming up, it's great to put your name in the pot. And, why not, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Are there any upcoming shows that you're doing, or would you like to tell our fans today how to follow you on social media?
Yeah, definitely. My Instagram is Blue Valentine Music. There it is. And I'm gonna have a few shows coming up in the next month or so. So stay tuned, tapped in. I'm gonna be announcing some things soon, hopefully. But yeah, I was so excited. But thank you so much for having me always. You're literally the best.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for doing the show. And I'm so happy to see you doing well. And good luck with all of your songwriting and projects that you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Excellent. I feel like such a stage mother. I'm just so happy to see everybody doing well. And I love to see artists of all ages express themselves and share their creativity. And it's such a privilege of mine to be able to see how artists progress as they, perform on the show several times. And it's always such a thrill to hear new songs and just to see people doing well and feeling more confident with their creations. I love that. It's so fulfilling. And I'm so pleased to tell you about a new opportunity that's coming up from the Mississauga Arts Council. The Mississauga Arts Council has been so incredible through the pandemic, producing so many events and doing so many workshops and wonderful events for artists in the community. I just want to take a moment to acknowledge all of the hardworking staff at the Mississauga Arts Council. They are a very small team. They're not a big, team of 25, 30 workers. They're a small team that do incredible work and truly, truly care about artists in the community. So thank you to each and every one of the team members at the Arts Council. You truly make a difference. And we are so pleased to tell you about the new TD Culture Lab webinar series. Mac's TD Culture Lab series has returned for 2022. Presented by TD Bank Group and presented by the Mississauga Arts Council, TD Culture Lab is a free webinar series designed to provide valuable professional development learning opportunities to Mississauga's creative community. And you're welcome to register and learn more. There is a link that our wonderful producer, Sherry, no doubt will be sharing in the chat. There it is. There's the link. We encourage everybody to invest in yourselves, invest in your career, take some time to learn from some great professionals with this new series of professional development. It's really, really important. And sometimes those little pointers that you can get from working with a mentor or taking professional development opportunities can make such a difference in your artistic growth and helping you to really break through and move into a new chapter in your creative development. So don't miss out. Don't let these great opportunities pass you by. All right, so we're getting down to our final artist tonight. I'm so pleased to introduce Troubadour, who is back on the Mac Arts Cafe, and I'm pleased to tell you a little bit about this artist. Troubadour covers classic love songs and ballads, familiar songs that people can sing along with or sit back and let the music take them away. He will be performing 2 classic love songs en Espanol. Both are very recognizable pieces that he hopes will entertain our listeners. That's our 3rd artist tonight doing Spanish songs, so I love it. Let's bring Troubadour onto our virtual stage. Hola.
Hi, Heather.
How you doing, Troubadour?
I'm good, thanks. Glad to be out in public again after a couple of years in the desert.
Oh, in the desert. And I'm so pleased you're going to be singing us some romantic Spanish songs. You look so handsome in your red outfit. I'm also matching you here in our red color.
Yeah. When they announced that the series was love songs, I said, oh, man, I got to be part of that.
Oh, fabulous. I'm dying to know. What are the Spanish songs you're going to sing for us today?
The first one is... Well, I want to preface that by saying a lot of the popular love songs in English have taken tunes from songs in Spanish, Italian, French, and the English lyrics are not translations usually of the original. So I like the originals. So, what better love song than Kiss Me a Lot? Bésame mucho.
I thought so.
Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo a perderte, perderte después. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo a perderte, perderte después. Quiero tenerte muy cerca, mirarme en tus ojos, verte junto a mí. Piensa que tal vez mañana yo ya estaré lejos, muy lejos de ti. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo a perderte, perderte después. Que tengo miedo a perderte, perderte después. Thank you. The second song I'm going to do is another, well, it's originally in Spanish. It was written in 1953. Dean Martin released the English version of it in 1954. So I thought, why not listen to both? ¿Quién será la que me quiera a mí? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será la que me dé su amor? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será? Yo no sé si la podré encontrar. Yo no sé, yo no sé. Yo no sé si volveré a querer. Yo no sé. Yo no sé, he querido volver a vivir la pasión y el calor de tu amor que me hiciera sentir, que me hiciera feliz como ayer lo fui. When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway, like a lazy ocean hugs the shore. Hold me close, sway me more, like a flower bending in the breeze. Bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance, you have a way with me. Stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. I can hear the sounds of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. He querido volver a vivir la pasión y el calor de tu amor que me hiciera sentir, que me hiciera feliz como ayer lo fui. ¿Quién será la que me quiera a mí? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será la que me dé su amor? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será? Thank you.
Woo, that was beautiful, Troubadour. Thank you so
Thank you.
much for singing for us. I think we're ready to do a gig together now because I sing those songs all the time.
Yeah.
Aw, well, thank you
Hey.
so much for sharing your art. I have seen that you're also on social media. Can you kindly tell us your Instagram handle?
Instagram is troubadour.ca.
Beautiful. That's a
the one.
good handle.
There it is.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank
As
you
per
for having me.
usual, you did a wonderful job.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, thanks.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
That was so much fun. I had a great time singing along and dancing here with the cat in the house. It was lots of fun. And I'm so pleased to introduce a wonderfully talented artist who is our final performer tonight. We have Geneva Lee, who is such a talented, confident, up-and-coming artist from the Gen Z demographic. I first saw Geneva performing, as I mentioned before, for the Visual Arts Mississauga Creative Residence event, and was very, very impressed. And it's so wonderful to have up-and-coming artists on the Arts Cafe. Geneva is an emerging R&B soul singer and songwriter from Mississauga. Geneva first met her producer, Paul Tonks, who helped Geneva write and record her first single, Roses, that was released on February 14th, 2019, which reached 5,000 streams across all platforms in the first 2 months of release. That's very, very impressive. Geneva Lee then released her next single, No Love, produced by YNL, that was featured on Toronto's hip-hop station, Flow 93.5, made in Toronto, for several weeks. That is so impressive. And on April 7th, 2020, Geneva released her single, Scorpio Love, featuring Naman Chakras, which generated 60,000 plus streams across all platforms, which was featured on multiple playlists like the R&B Room by Soul Etiquette, New R&B by Simplicity, and Quarantine Chill. Incredible stuff from one of our emerging Mississauga artists. Everybody listen up. Let's welcome Geneva to our virtual stage.
Hi.
Hi guys, how you doing, Geneva?
I'm great. How are you, Heather? Thank you so much for asking me to be on this show. Like, me and the band were so excited to perform again. So thank you so much for thinking of me.
Oh, my pleasure. I'm so happy that we can showcase what you do to the greater Mississauga arts community and Mississauga community. You do great, great work. Very, very talented artist. And don't forget, the Marty Award nominations are open. So it's good for new artists such as yourself to be aware. Whenever you're ready, feel free to take it away and have a good time.
Thank you so much, Heather. Hi, guys. My name is Geneva Lee. This is my wonderful, wonderful band, Prism. Say hi. So do you guys, this is my guitarist, DJ. This is my bass guitarist, Nico. And my drummer, Placey. Howdy. We are so grateful. I am so grateful because I grew up in Mississauga, and you know, being able to perform, you know, with the city, like, that means so much to me. The city made me. So anyways, since we're talking about love, I know you guys are gonna know this song. So Placey, how does it go? Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water. Hey. And I think of all the things of what you're doing. And in my head, I paint a picture. Huh. Since I come on home, well, my body's been a mess. And I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Hey, Valerie, Valerie.
Valerie. Did you have to go to jail? Put your house on up for sale? Did you get a good lawyer? Hope you didn't catch a tan. Hope you find the right man who'll fix it for you. Oh, are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? Hey, did you have to pay the fine that you was dodging all the time? Are you still dizzy? Dizzy? Oh, since I come on home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Hey, Valerie, Valerie, Valerie. Let's slow it down, boys. But sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. 'Cause since I come on home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Hey, Valerie, Valerie, Valerie. Can you guys repeat after me? Valerie, Valerie. Over Valerie. No. The reason why I had the guys repeat after me is because usually when we perform this live, everyone sings with us, but you know, I had to settle for the guys, but they did great. They did great. You guys sounded great. So, yes, I do make my own music. Hold on. I just gotta drink some water. So I do make my own music. I am an R&B singer. I've been writing music since college. And I've been making music since maybe like first year college. And I'm really grateful for music because I'm able to talk about my feelings through my lyrics and through the things that I get to say because it's my art. No one can tell me what I can't say in my art. But this is my heartbroken love song called Problematic, which is out on all platforms. So let's go. It hits every time. It hits every time. I'm so used to people leaving your words, trying to believe them. These scars run so deep. Wish I could just delete them. Say it's not you, it's them. But I know sometimes I'm reaching. Be feeling my intuition. Want me if you're leaving. But what if you really be doing this? Is it my God or my demons? What if you really out with the chick while I'm sleeping? Then I gotta chill out, collect myself, respect myself, 'cause you really ain't mine. You told me I'm problematic, but is it really me? 'Cause you be touching me like you need me. Believe when it gets too deep,
take what you can't get. So you took me in the process when you haven't even processed all of your past senses. Keep me out your habits. Tell her she can have it. 'Cause baby, you did damage. Can't even call you selfish. 'Cause the love is on the lows. So should I tell you the truth or keep my heart closed? Our love is on the lows. Our pictures be sitting backstage of our shows. You told me I'm problematic, but is it really me? 'Cause you be loving me like you need me. Believe when it gets too deep, so let him go. No. Let him go. Hey, yeah. No. Thank you guys so much for listening and giving me your ears for the night. Again, my main guitarist is DJ. My bass guitarist is Nico. And the drummer back there is Lacey. And I'm Geneva Lay, and this is Prism. And thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you to Mississauga Arts too. They always sound so good, so good. Good job, guys. You guys are so good.
Yay! Beautiful job. Oh, everybody did such a beautiful job. Thank you so much, you guys. That was awesome. And for our audience watching, this was Geneva Lay. Did I get it right? I've got to say it right.
Yeah, Geneva Lay. It's all right.
Oh, beautiful. And I loved hearing that original song. That was so good and such beautiful lyrics. I'm telling you, I feel like your generation is like, you know, more like introspective with those like emotional lyrics. And I just love hearing that. And I love seeing what you do. For our audience watching from home, how can they find out more about what you're doing?
You guys can find me on Instagram or Twitter, YouTube, anywhere. You guys can find me, Geneva Lay. It's my name. Oh, they put it at the bottom. Hey! Woo! Yeah. And I also just released a new single called Relapse, which is out on all platforms. So listen to that when you guys can.
Fabulous. Excellent. I hope everybody keeps on performing. Keep doing what you're doing. You guys are doing so great. We're so proud of you. And make sure that you apply for these different opportunities that are coming up with the city of Mississauga and are coming up with the Mississauga Arts Council, because you're from this city. So we want to get behind you and support you.
Thank you guys so much. The support means more than anything. Thank you.
Oh, our pleasure. Well, we'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for stopping by the Arts Cafe.
Bye.
Bye. Wow, what an amazing performance. They did so great. And it was so beautiful to listen to them online, and I couldn't help but to imagine listening to them how beautiful it would be to be in a room and hear them playing live. And I just love hearing original work from artists as well. So that was so great to hear that from Geneva Lay and her band. And you guys, I told you before that the Arts Council is launching their new TD Culture Lab webinar series, and we have a special video about this upcoming professional development opportunity that we'd love to share with you now. grant. Look at all of those wonderful workshops that are coming up. Social media strategy and grant writing, such important things for all of our artists. Working on our arts administration, marketing, promotion, budgeting, all of that organization is so important for everybody. So I hope you take advantage of those great learning opportunities that are presented by the Arts Council. And we're so blessed in this city to have such an active Arts Council. There's a lot of cities in Canada that don't have an Arts Council as active as ours is here in this city. So please don't hesitate to get involved with the Arts Council. If you're an artist and you don't know where to start, just give them a call, shoot them an email. They will get back to you and help you get connected and supported in our community of artists. So we'd love to bring our special guest star, Denise Leslie, back onto the virtual stage. She's going to say one good night, a farewell to us all. Hello, Denise.
Hi.
Did you have fun tonight?
Oh my God. I am constantly astounded at the talent that we're able to bring out to the forefront on this show. It's really been something, Heather. This was a great crew of musicians.
It was. I know. I want to do it all again, eh? Do it all again in person. It'd be so lovely.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, when I was reposting, telling everybody to chime in tonight and tune in to the show, I made a point of mentioning you might be a little surprised at some of the talent that you probably had no idea existed in this city. So we got to give them more and more. And Mac does that, I have to say. Mac has really been supportive.
Denise, if you have one piece of advice for our artists watching at home, perhaps they create art, but it's just a little bit scary for them to take that next step. Whatever that next step for them is in their career, do you have one piece of advice for our artists today?
Yeah. I'm going to say, do not isolate yourself. I have made that mistake far too often. Don't isolate yourself. Get out, have coffee with other musicians, and get to know other musicians. Go to jams, and because it is a collaborative thing. You can write music by yourself. You can do all kinds of wonderful things by yourself, but then you need to get out and talk to people, talk to other musicians. That's what I have been guilty of in the past. And once I got out there and saw who was available and ready and willing and raring to go to help, then the sky's the limit. I mean, my musicians really came to the forefront with my album once they saw how committed I was. And once they see how committed you are, that's when they will rise to the challenge. You got to inspire them.
And Denise, you're really good at asking. You're very, very good at just putting it out there high and asking for things. So if you would like to have coffee with, a more experienced artist or musician or producer, how did you go about making that happen for yourself? Just shoot.
I go about
just, reaching out to someone that you admire, that you'd like some advice from. How did you make that happen, Denise?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Good question. I remember taking out Pat Murray. I just emailed them, and like I said before, I was going to open mics, so you get to know people. And I remember getting to know just a gal named Pat Murray, a wonderful singer. She's also a music teacher, and she would come to way back this open mic that we all used to go to, GNO, but way back in its former years. It was great. So yeah, there's an example right there. Just somebody I met at an open mic, and so I felt free and I didn't feel, embarrassed or anything about getting a hold of her and just picking her brain. I found out how to apply for. I haven't yet applied for Factor, but she gave me the whole lowdown as to how to do it.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Great advice. Well, thank you so much, Denise, for sharing your pearls of wisdom. We're so proud of you here in Mississauga. We hope that you have your name in the bucket for the Mississauga Marty Awards once again this year. And thank you so much for stopping by and for sharing your pearls of wisdom with us tonight.
Absolute pleasure. Anytime.
Thanks so much, Denise. All right. Thank you, everybody. That was our first Arts Cafe of 2022. And we were so happy to have so many of you artists share your talents, your new songs, your voices with us, expressing yourself so beautifully. And to our audience from home, thank you for joining in for us tonight and enjoying the celebration of art. We'd love to thank the good folks at the Mississauga Arts Council that work tirelessly to produce events such as this that do so much to help support artists and creativity in the community. Thank you so much to our producer, Sherry Murray. We'll be seeing you soon, everybody. Have a great weekend coming up, and we hope to see you soon back on Arts Cafe.